Hi everybody, welcome to day 6 of Savor at Home. Tonight we're going to try my boyfriend Jerry's favorite whiskey. It's the Balvenie Triple Cask 16-year-old. This is a travel exclusive, so you can get it from duty free when you're traveling internationally, but otherwise hard to find. Now this is a Scotch whiskey, single malt Scotch whiskey, distilled from the Balvenie distillery, which is in Speyside, the region Speyside in Scotland. So you can learn a lot by looking at the label here. So single malt Scotch whiskey, if we look at that, the single means that it is produced entirely from one distillery. Malt means that it is made of entirely or derived from entirely malted barley in the fermentation. Scotch means it's from Scotland, aged at least 3 years, and meets all the other criteria to be Scotch. And whiskey, that's how they define whiskey. As I said, this is the 16-year-old, so it is aged for at least 16 years, a minimum of 16 years. So other barrels can be blended in here, but the youngest thing that will be added in is 16 years old, nothing under that. Triple Cask goes into or alludes to how it's actually matured. So they use 3 different types of casks. The first cask that they use is first fill bourbon barrels. So the Balvenie will get these bourbon barrels, and then this is the first time other whiskey is being put into it. So first fill. The second type that they're using is refill bourbon barrels. So they've been used to mature Scotch before. And the third one is oloroso sherry butts. So it's just a different size barrel. It's a little bit larger than an actual barrel. And they have had oloroso sherry in them prior. This will give you a little bit more fruitiness to the palate. So the Balvenie, as I said, it's in Speyside, in the region of Speyside in Scotland, which is one of the 5/6 regions that we previously talked about. And the Balvenie's pretty unique distillery. They grow their own barley, and also they are one of the few distilleries, if not the only distillery in Scotland, to use traditional floor malting. So the malting of the barley all happens on these traditional floors. So yeah, let's dive in. It's nice and delicious. I've already had some sips today, so. On the nose, you'll be able to get lots of honey, a little bit of caramel. There's definitely some citrusy notes here, maybe some orange. Yeah, like a little creme brulee in there. It's a rather delicate whiskey. Speysides are known for having a lot of fruity notes to them. Yeah, it's light, it's delicate, very delicious, a lot of honey, some baking spice in there as well, like cinnamon. Yeah, dried fruits. Everything is very, very subtle. It's really nice, a very nice sipping whiskey. So yeah, this is the Balvenie Triple Cask 16 year. If you find it in a duty free, go ahead and pick it up. I think it can range between like $150 to $200, but definitely worth purchasing. But thanks, guys.